Look at the AccuWeather forecast. Dani, SantaCon's going to have a perfect day.
Oh, boy.
That's right. I think Michelle and I are dressed for it, right? As soon as the newscasts end, we're heading out. No, we're not. We are not doing that. But today, yes, it's a warm start to what will end up being a wet and windy weekend. But those weather worries are for future us. Today, conditions look pretty nice. Right now, we're starting in the mid-40s. That's fairly mild for this time of year. Temperatures across the tri-state looking a little colder in spots. We're seeing a couple 20s pop up. 27 in Morristown this morning, 28 for Newburgh and Poughkeepsie. But down the shore, Belmar at 39. That's where we're sitting in Islip as well. So for this time of year, comfortable. We are seeing the development of some patchy fog. It's not anything all that widespread, but down in Belmar, it's about a third mile of visibility with just 2.5 miles in Poughkeepsie. This is something I'll keep a close eye on today, but really no major weather worries for your Saturday. It's a mild mix of sun and clouds today. The radar will stay dry and our temperatures will come in about 10 degrees above normal. But I step out of the way here and you see this is all going to push toward us, and by tomorrow things are going to get messy. For your Saturday, milder, partly sunny skies. For your Sunday, we'll increase the cloud cover right from the start, and tomorrow morning rain arrives, but the main event is tomorrow night. Look at this strong line of storms tracking through. This is going to bring really heavy rain and very strong wind with the potential for flooding and maybe even some damaging wind gusts that could result in power outages. This is all what we're looking at for late Sunday night into daybreak on Monday. So some messy weather ahead of us. And knowing that, you got to enjoy your Saturday, right? Mix of sun and clouds, highs landing in the mid to upper 50s today. Should be a great Saturday. I'll time out tomorrow's storm threat coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast. Michelle?
All right, timing it out. Thank you so much.
Oh, we've got some cuties. My favorite collaboration of the season, cats and Christmas trees. And we've got a few of them. So we'll start here with Cleo from Stephanie. And I mean, a glamour shot in front of the tree. I love it, Cleo. Thank you so much. And then we have Cookie. Should we call her Christmas Cookie? I mean, come on. Wearing a Santa hat, ready for SantaCon maybe. So Allison, thank you for sharing. And then we had Dreamy. And when Dreamy's mom, Tammy, sent me this picture, at first I thought it was just a picture of the Christmas tree. But if you look right in the center, Dreamy is inside the tree, and I know, right? You have to, it's kind of camouflaged, but you can see Dreamy, and I thought that was just too cute. So thanks for sharing your Christmas cats. Now today, fantastic weather conditions, a mild mix of sun and clouds. Our temperatures coming in about 10 degrees above the seasonal average, mid to upper 50s. So a nice Saturday ahead of a stormy Sunday. We got to talk about what's coming tomorrow. I'll break it down for you in the AccuWeather forecast coming up. It has been the joy of my life, Michelle,
All the decorations
to put together our cat Christmas tree compilation. We have Marvy here, who you might just be thinking is hanging on the ledge, but we got the leg lamp behind Marvy. So this is still technically a holiday-themed photo from Susan. Very cute. We have Willow here sitting inside her Christmas tree. You can see her stocking hung next to her. So Elise, thank you for sharing, Willow. And then we have Murray. And I thought this was really cute because Larissa said she got an ornament that has a cat that looks just like Murray. And I've never seen Murray look more suspicious about a particular ornament. I thought that was so sweet. So thanks for sharing your babies. I bet that ornament doesn't last too much longer, right? I bet it's down soon. We're looking at a mild mix of sun and clouds for your Saturday. Overall, as far as December Saturdays go in the tri-state area, this one pretty good. Our highs come in almost 10 degrees above normal. It'll be quiet out there, but you got to take advantage because tomorrow's a whole different story. We have a stormy Sunday with heavy rain, gusty wind, and a kind of a mess expected tomorrow night. I'll time it out for you on Futurecast so you can make those plans coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast.
Check in on our cats, Dani.
We have to. It's Saturday, Tony. That means we must see the cats. And this, I don't like to pick favorites, but I mean Jello smiling for the camera in a sweater in front of the Christmas. Jello, Ravina, I mean, you must be so proud of your baby. I thought that was the sweetest picture ever. I loved it. And then we have Bella, who is posing so majestically. And I love that Bella is just letting the tree vibe, right? She's not trying to attack it. So Holly, very well-behaved baby. And then we have Mochi in front of the tree. I thought this was so cute. So if you have any Christmas cats to share or any holiday cats, I'll take Hanukkah cats. I'll take Kwanzaa cats. You can email those to superpets@wabc.com. Someone just asked me on Instagram how they submit. That's how. Send an email. Today, fantastic. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds with mild temperatures. Highs come into the mid to upper 50s. So for this time of year, about 10 degrees above average. But you got to take advantage of the nice Saturday because tomorrow, stormy. We're talking heavy rain, gusty wind, and it is going to be a mess moving into early Monday morning. I'll time that out for you in the AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Yes, Dani, go out there and spy. Make sure my son isn't out there.
You're so
I don't
cute.
think I could keep up. I know I couldn't keep up.
It's
but
for
Tony,
charity.
I think maybe we should go and though.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
I'm in black. I'm ready.
It's a great day for it. A fantastic Saturday. No matter what your plans are today, if you need to do something outdoors this weekend, today is the day to do it. Beautiful conditions. We're talking mild temperatures this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow is a much different story. Stormy Sunday ahead of us. Right now, temperatures in the 30s and 40s across the tri-state. Of course, it's cool, but heading into this afternoon, we end up about 10 above the seasonal average. Beautiful. You'll notice a little haze out there. We are seeing some patchy to dense fog in Ocean and Monmouth counties. Across the rest of the tri-state area, maybe some haze, but it's not impacting visibility a whole lot. And give it a couple more hours, that fog should clear, and from there it's that mix of sun and clouds with quiet and comfortable conditions today. But tomorrow, different story. We are going to see a strong line of storms, especially tomorrow night, that bring heavy rain and very gusty wind that can lead to the potential for damage, power outages, some flooding as we move into first thing Monday morning. So messy weather ahead today. Enjoy the calmer conditions. You see temperatures take us to a comfortable place under that mix of sun and clouds. So although Manhattan might be a mess with the Santas out there, the weather not really going to contribute to it. But then tomorrow, it's just such a different story. We stay mild. Tomorrow's high is 60. That's about 15 above normal, but you're not going to want to be outside much with that heavy rain and the wind that we expect tomorrow night. The AccuWeather alert going into effect. So you've got to know what's going on tomorrow. I'll have the details for you and time it out on the Futurecast coming up in just a few minutes. Tony?
Thank you very much, Danny.
That story is just so amazing, and you're right. I think if they had the resource, they're succeeding like that with all of the challenges. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, we got some super cute Christmas cats. We have Mako here from Valerie, who is ready for SantaCon. I'm sure that's what's happening here, right? No, so cute. Love that little kitty. And then we have Birdie from Abby, and I liked that Birdie's little mini Christmas tree actually has birds in it, so I thought that was very cute. We also have Riot, who's gazing up at the Riot-sized Christmas tree. Loved that, Catherine. Thanks for sharing. As we move into this afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds and mild December temperatures. Our highs today, mid to upper 50s, which for this time of year is about 10 above normal. So get outside and enjoy those conditions today, because tomorrow is a whole different story. We have messy weather for your Sunday night as an AccuWeather alert goes into effect. I'll time out the rain and wind coming up. I hate it. I mean,
odd, right?
I know
it's kind of odd.
I totally support servers getting that time.
Right.
Right.
Why is it always coming?
Why do we have to pay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I know.
Congestion pricing.
Being alive is so expensive.
I know. Did you hear the exhaustion story? The sickness? That's a real thing, right? I know, all of it. A lot today.
Exactly.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Hey, we got a good forecast. We got that good for us. Until tomorrow.
So cute.
Take advantage of it today. Tomorrow's a whole different story. Right now, we are looking live outside, right? And there is some patchy fog and low cloud cover. So if in your neighborhood it looks like the sky is gray, give it a couple of hours and this fog will kind of burn off a little bit, and that's when we get to enjoy a better looking sky. This morning, our northern suburbs are close to the freezing mark, at least Montgomery at the freezing mark at 32. Cold Spring, 34. Danbury's 33 this morning. Kingston, 36. So it is a cold start to the morning. Of course, it's December, but give it a few hours. This afternoon looks really pleasant with our highs coming in 5 to 10 degrees above the seasonal average. 30s and 40s right now, 50s for most of us this afternoon. Our temperatures are cool this morning and kind of close to where the dew point is sitting. So we're seeing the development of some patchy fog. We're under a mile and a half of visibility in Belmar. We're at 5 for Central Park. So for most of us, we can see where we're going, but it is kind of giving that low cloud cover and that gray look. But this afternoon is really nice with a calm radar and a clear radar. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds, but no rain expected today. Tomorrow, that's a different story. And in fact, we're already seeing flood watches in effect across the tri-state and a high wind watch for the eastern half of Suffolk County. And that's all ahead of what's coming for tomorrow night. A mess on the way for Sunday night, an AccuWeather alert going into effect. And so if you have any outdoor plans, today the day to do it. Tomorrow, kind of an indoor day with that rain coming in. Putting Futurecast into play, moving into this afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the 50s for most, mid to upper 50s even in New York City. So mild day with no weather worries for Friday night plans. We will get Saturday night plans. It is Saturday. We will get increasing clouds as we move ahead into tomorrow morning. Early risers will get a couple dry hours Sunday morning, but by late morning, early afternoon, we're already starting to see scattered showers on the radar, and the scattered showers become more widespread as we move into the second half of the day. Late afternoon, early evening, we're already seeing rain for most of us, but the main event, that's tomorrow night. We're talking 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. That's when it'll start working in from west to east. And you see this line of heavy rain. It also comes with it very gusty wind, tracks across the tri-state through daybreak on Monday. By the rush hour Monday morning, the worst of it is east of us. But keep in mind what this left behind overnight is the potential for flooding and some wind-related damage, which could cause trouble for the Monday morning commute. Behind this, we'll wrap around a little bit of a light snow for the lower Hudson Valley tomorrow morning, and then this moves on. We're drying out for the remainder of Monday, but it is going to be really messy Sunday night. Giving you the bottom line, showers show up in the morning, but the bulk of it, the main event, is late in the day moving into late Sunday night. Rainfall totals between 1.5 inches and 3 inches are possible, with isolated areas up to about 4 inches. So that could cause some street flooding, urban flooding, and coastal flooding is possible as well. Then we got to talk wind. Gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour for most. For our coastal communities and on Long Island, gusts could be 60 plus, and that does cause wind-related damage. It could down trees, tree branches, which leads to power outages. And you got to remember the Christmas decor, the holiday decor that's outside. You'll be chasing it down the block if you don't make sure it's tied down tonight into tomorrow. Today, though, it looks good. So knowing that's ahead of us makes you want to take advantage of the milder conditions and quieter conditions today, right? We are starting with that patchy fog, but come this afternoon, mix of sun and clouds. Highs making their way to the mid to upper 50s. It's about 10 degrees above normal, so it should feel pleasant. And it's a great day to get outside, do those holiday errands, maybe go ice skating, all of those activities just fine today. Increasing clouds tonight, and then tomorrow, that's when the messy weather shows up. Temperatures are really mild, about 15 above normal with that forecast high of 60. But the forecast focus, definitely the stormy weather, especially as we move into the second half of the day. Remember, rain is expected starting late morning, early afternoon on Sunday. But the messy stuff, the heavy rain, the high wind, that arrives Sunday night. It clears out by about sunrise Monday morning, but what it leaves behind could impact the morning commute. From there, colder air filters in, and we settle into a stretch of seasonable temperatures in the mid-40s with plenty of sunshine next week. That was a check of the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.
First, it is Super Cat Saturday. Dani.
That is absolutely right. And we have the cutest cats for you. This is Me Too from Jeffrey, hiding in the presents. I like that he's taking advantage of the presents and not just trying to rip them open. We also have Olivia here, who is the present itself, obviously, from Linda. And then we have Sam, finally a Hanukkah cat. I've been asking for it all morning. If you have a Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa cat to share, you can email to superpets@wabc.com. You can also send them to me on Instagram, which is at Dani Beckstrom, but the email is probably easier. So, Stephanie, thank you for sharing Sam with us this morning. Saturday, fantastic. Temperatures above the seasonal average, a mix of sun and clouds once we can clear out some of this patchy fog. So overall, great day to get outside and enjoy it. Maybe take advantage of the dry weather for the holiday decor, for the errands. Tomorrow is a much different story. The AccuWeather alert going into effect with heavy rain and gusty wind. I'll time it out for you in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up.
There right now.
We got some little cuties.
Aww.
We've got Sitka, who Donna said, and I quote, is plotting the destruction of the Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's about right, Donna. So thank you for sharing, Sitka. And then we have Neo, who actually looks like he really is enjoying his time beneath the Christmas tree, watching the train go around and around. Thought that was darling. Thank you, Rachel, for sending. And then we have Hopper, who's admiring the beautiful Christmas tree. Maribel, you have a very well-behaved cat, but I'm wondering what happened after you took this picture. But very fun to see all the Christmas kitties. I've enjoyed showing them so far this morning. You can submit yours to superpets@wabc.com. As we move into this afternoon, expect temperatures to top out in the 50s, well above the seasonal average, under a mix of sun and clouds. So there will be moments of sun today, although it's been pretty gray so far. Enjoy the quiet conditions because tomorrow is just a whole different story. A stormy Sunday evening. We're talking heavy rain, gusty wind. I'll time it out for you on Futurecast coming up.